Jokic knew the play, but we didn't say anything. He knew the play better than us.
Which play was it?
Coming on the timeout. Also, he knew the play. I think he knew the play better than us.
Hey, he's gonna come over here.
Which play? The last time.
Hey, where was that? Huh? When was that?
What?
When was it?
It was in the fourth. Nigga, it was like 3 minutes left in the fourth.
After the timeout.
Yes, bro. It was right after the timeout. Me and Rudy lined up. This motherfucker say, "Hey, he's good." Me and Rudy looked at each other and said, "How the fuck do we know?" Because nobody said what we
We didn't say nothing.
But that nigga cheating, bro.
Yeah, we gotta launch an investigation.
Well, it's safe to say that if the Most Valuable Player award was actually awarded through the first 10 games of the NBA season, you would have to give it to Mr. MVP himself, Nikola Jokic. Yes, the Joker has been nothing short of phenomenal so far for the 7-3 Denver Nuggets. We played a little video there for you from a game against the Minnesota Timberwolves where Rudy Gobert and Anthony Edwards were talking about how the Joker actually knew what the play was. Not only is he shooting 56% from the three-point arc, I repeat, shooting 56% from the three-point arc, he's also stealing plays and calling them out. It is just nothing short of absolutely brilliant. We are going to talk about the Joker and the Denver Nuggets today on the NBA Rundown. Hey, new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and, of course, like this video. All right, first up, we've got a Michael Porter video for you. He is, if you will, in this video wearing what appears to be a Star Wars Sandman outfit.
There's games where he's getting triple doubles, but it's not even like close triple doubles. It's not like it's 22, 10, and 11. I mean, 37, 18, and 15 is pretty crazy. And it's so crazy too because like he just does it throughout the entirety of the game, so it doesn't feel, even when he scores 35 or whatever, it doesn't feel like he ever just like, you know, got, like, it wasn't allowed, like, he can do that every single night. It's not allowed 37, 18, and 15. He just does it throughout the course of the game, and it's just normal for him. So, I mean, his consistency also comes from taking care of his body off the court. I mean, he's that productive night in, night out because of the way he takes care of his body and this time he spends in the weight room with Felipe and Klaus, time he spends on recovery. I mean, he's one of the last ones to leave every night, regardless if we win or lose. And so that's a testament to his discipline.
I swear, Star Wars Sandman outfit by Michael Porter Jr., but you could just hear in Michael's own words what it's like to actually play with the Joker when the Joker is fully healthy and actually fully, if you will, shooting on all fronts. It is absolutely amazing to watch. You know, throughout his career, he's actually averaged 21 points a game, but this season, he's actually averaging just under 30 points a game. And as you all know, a lot of times the season starts and there's a player that everybody in the media just appoints as this year's most valuable player award winner before the season even starts. And of course, that was Luka Doncic. And we'll get into the side-by-side stats comparison, but let me just say this. At this point, as Michael Porter Jr. pointed out, nobody comes even close, sorry, Jason Tatum, to what Nikola Jokic has done in the first, well, they played 9 games, but basically in the first 10 games of the NBA season to this point. Here is his stats line: 29.7 points a game, 13.7 rebounds, and 11.7 assists. If you were to like compare that to what Luka has done so far this particular season, you're looking at 28, 8, and 8. I am just saying it's not even close at this point if we were to actually go ahead and hand out the MVP award after just 10 games in this NBA season. Look, at the end of the day, the Denver Nuggets are not playing the same style basketball that they've played in past years. Aaron Gordon is out. They are not playing a very deep rotation. And in fact, if I were to pull up what the last game actually looked like in their 122-120 victory over the Dallas Mavericks in Denver, you would see that only 8 players actually played. And honestly, only 7 of them actually had any real playing time at all. It was Russell Westbrook, who had 20 minutes, Julian Strather, who had 23 minutes, Christian Braun scored 14 in 35 minutes of play, Jamal Murray, 18 in 38 minutes of play, the Joker, 37 in 38 minutes of play, Michael Porter Jr. played 36 minutes and scored 17, and Peyton Watson, who is really starting to come into form for this Denver Nuggets team, is actually played 40 minutes in the game and scored 16. It is a 7-player rotation. Compare that to what Steve Kerr is doing with the Golden State Warriors and their 12-player depth rotation. It is a completely different style of basketball that's being played by both of those teams. The Joker has been nothing but short of phenomenal to this point. Okay, I'm going to play a soundbite from a post-game interview with the Joker for you next, and then back with some final thoughts.
I mean, of course, I have a good stretch right now. I think the last 8, the beginning of the season, I think I'm playing really good, and I hopefully I can continue to play like this. The team is something that putting me in a spotlight, and I appreciate all the guys who are kind of. They're on the right spot. They're at the right spot. They're patient. They are kind of doing small things, and just because I'm putting the good numbers, it's not just me. There is a lot of people behind me.
So that's the Joker being humble, not actually being funny in any way. But I have to say, having followed the NBA for 30 plus years now, I think this is one of the best starts to a season that I've seen a previous MVP award winner actually have. He has been absolutely phenomenal to this point. And you might be saying, well, what about Giannis? Well, they've won 2 games. I don't want to talk about Giannis as the most valuable player for a team that's only won 2 games. What about the Los Angeles Lakers' Anthony Davis? Well, Anthony Davis is 10 rebounds a game and under 3 assists a game. And sure, he's scoring a little bit more, but 31 points a game. He's got him by about 1.5 points per game. Clearly, Jokic's 13.7 rebounds and 11.7 assists affords him a little bit of leeway if he's just 1 point behind Anthony Davis. Look, we talked about Jason Tatum. He's just nowhere close to the level of the Joker at this point. 7.2 rebounds and, 7.6 assists. There are 7.6 rebounds and 5 assists a game for Tatum, and he's averaging just over 30 points. Look, I'm not saying Giannis, and I'm not saying Anthony Davis, and I'm not saying Jason Tatum aren't having good years. There are a lot of players in the association that are having good years. I mean, just from a pure scoring standpoint, LaMelo Ball is averaging just under 29, or actually just over 29 points a game. And we know what Anthony Edwards is attempting to do from the Minnesota Timberwolves. But watching Jokic actually do more on the offensive side of the ball than he's ever done in his career in those other years that he's actually won most valuable player, actually scoring like 8 more points a game than his career average at this point, tells you everything you need to know. I think hands down, the best basketball player in the world is still absolutely the Joker. All right, love to know what your thoughts are. Please go ahead and drop your comments in. For the NBA rundown, 56% from the 3-point arc. Once again, 56% from the three-point arc. Just phenomenal. For the NBA Rundown, I'm Dave DeBaugh, wishing you all a tremendous rest of your sports viewing day.
This is Phoenix.